Hello from Steve's Tiny Homes. I got a tiny home project. I'm going to put a daybed right there. And I found an old antique bed. I'm going to use parts of it and build a daybed. And I think it's going to look really nice right there. So I'm going to take you over to another tiny home that I got in progress where I'm working on it. And we'll just kind of go through the steps of building a daybed. Okay, here we are. This is what I've got. I found these. It's a real old twin bed. It didn't have the rails on it, but I've got the wood right here. I got to stain it all, clean this up a little bit, and put the bed together, and I think it's going to be a nice little daybed when I get through. I had to buy this hardware because the daybed, or the old bed frame that I found didn't have the rails. But you can buy this stuff like this online, and I got these pretty cheap. There's 4 of them. I think it was about $12. So, but this is what you put on the board. You hook that in the side, and so I'm gonna put all that together. Okay, here's my old headboard. It does have some fancy antique wheels on it, and I'm going to sand it just a little bit because I want to restain it, and it's got some old varnish on it, so I'm going to try to clean it up just as best I can, both of them, and then I'm going to restain them. And so I think it's going to turn out really nice. Let's go ahead and see. I got this fancy little DeWalt sander. This is one of the best things I ever bought, was this little DeWalt sander. I hate stringing cords with all the new cordless tools. DeWalt does pretty good. I really like DeWalt. There's some other ones that probably equal to it or maybe a little better, but I'm pretty satisfied with DeWalt. Some of them I don't like at all because they're way too heavy, and trying to return one that breaks is really sometimes a real pain. So I really like the DeWalt, and this does here work pretty good. Don't have to worry about any boards. I'll get this thing down a little bit, and I'll be back in a little while. Okay, I got it sanded down a little bit. Probably good enough to take the stain. I still want it to look old, kind of rustic, but I did sanded it down a little bit deeper right here and got down through, and I can see that this piece of furniture is mahogany. So it's a pretty expensive piece of wood, and priced mahogany lately, it is quite expensive. So I found a really good piece here. I actually found this on the side of the road, believe it or not. Years ago. It's been in storage for a long time. Finally gonna get to be resurrected. All right, I got that one sanded up a little bit, and now I'm going to go ahead and stain them, and then stain those couple boards over there, and we'll move on from there. Okay, I got all this stuff stained here. It looks pretty good. I got to cut my boards to length, put the hardware on, get the that's a stack of wood right there for my slats to go across and hold the bed up. But I'm gonna let that dry for just a little bit, and then I'm gonna cut it. Then the backboards turned out really nice, and I'm really satisfied with those. So they're looking good, and I'll see you in a little bit when I start to put the hardware on. All right, I got my hardware on that side. This is the backboard, and I got that one there, and I got to put it on the front now, so I'll do that and be back. Okay, I got my hardware on both of them now, and I got to round these corners right here a little bit because they're going to be sticking up in the back and they're not going to look very good squared. So I'm going to round them off right here and stain it. And they're going to look a lot better. So let me get busy doing that. Okay, I got my little rail here that's going to receive my lats that are going to go across to hold the bed up. Got another one right here for the other side. And I got, going to go right there on top of there. I got this one all glued. I used some wood glue down here. And I want to make sure that it's going to hold up. So make sure I glued it. I got my air hose there, and I'm going to shoot that down with some nails. As soon as I do that, I'll be back. Alright, I got my rails on there. Now, I got these boards right here, and these are my lats that are going to go across, and I got them marked off. I'm going to go out there and cut those, and after I do that, I'll be back. Okay, there we go. I got my lats in there, and that should hold the mattress up. I may have to put a support underneath it. After I put my mattress on there, I'm going to see how sturdy it is. But I think it turned out pretty nice. I can't complain. I think, you know, for finding a couple headboards on the side of the road and buying a couple boards and a little stain, and I think it turned out really nice. I already got the mattresses and a mattress for it, and you gotta get some big pillows put on the other side for a day bed. Throw the pillows off, throw your pillows on the end, and you got a bed to sleep in. I think that'll look pretty nice over there in that little studio apartment I got over there. Alright, didn't take me too long, just a few hours here, and I think we got a winner. So come see us. Stay in one of our tiny homes, and you can sleep in this day bed. I think it looks pretty nice. Okay, I've got sand and sealer here, and I'm going to put a coat of sand and sealer on there. I like using sand and sealer. It dries pretty quick. It's pretty shiny. It's a little bit cheaper than some of your products, especially today with the economy the way it is. So I'm going to put some sand and sealer on there, and after I finish that, I'll be back. Okay, I got my coat of sand and sealer on there, and it looks pretty nice. It looks shiny. You can see a little bit of the shine there with the sand and sealer. I really do like sand and sealer. It works pretty good. But I'm going to let this dry good, and then I'm going to take that over there to that little studio apartment or studio tiny home I got over there, and then get the mattresses on it, everything, and then I think it's going to look pretty nice. Thanks for helping me build it today. Wish you could have been here in person. This is better than nothing, right?